Taiji Chuan, as well as a martial art, is also a healing art. And as our journey continued, it became clear that our quest would not only uncover the origins of Taiji Chuan, but significant connections between Taiji, acupuncture, and ancient Chinese philosophy as well.
So, this is a Tiananmen Square, which is okay, I suppose, but that's right across from the Forbidden City, which is more interesting. And then this Great Bell Temple. The Great Bell is the name of this point on the foot here. That's on the kidney meridian. And the Temple of Heaven, I think, is nearby where we are. The Ming tombs. I mean, these are tombs where the emperors were buried in, you know. Mm-hmm. So it's where he rests, where he goes to communicate to the ancestors, which is one step from Tao. The first ancestor is Tao itself. Mm-hmm. And you never know what's going to happen if we could actually see it. So that'd be another place of tremendous interest for me. I think we're over here somewhere. I mean, if it took us an hour to get from here to here in the cab, my God.
The city of Beijing relates to our story not only by way of the Yang family, but to the imperial city complex itself and the Ming Dynasty emperor who built it in the early 1400s. Born under the name Zhu Di, he wrestled power from his nephew and moved the capital north to Beijing, where he rebuilt the imperial city complex to support a series of sacrificial rites and rituals designed to secure heaven's blessing. This idea, like the Taiji principle, also comes from the early Zhou dynasty and relates to the concept of heaven's mandate, Tianming, which reasoned that the emperor must secure heaven's blessing in order to justify his rule. Within the architectural feng shui of Beijing, this process begins at the bell tower. Here, energy from heaven would resonate through the bell and into the imperial palace where the emperor lived. The bell tower is also the name of an acupuncture point on the foot and corresponds to the kidney, which is where destiny and human potential are stored in the body, the human equivalent of what heaven's mandate is to the nation.
That's the big bell. That's the big bell. This is Zhongyang Men, which means the true Yang gate. The true Yang is the force that creates life itself. And then this is the watchtower where it's on the outside. So the true Yang, all of this, it's like the resonance from the bell ripples through this, and then the Yang gathers at the end, and then it becomes Yin. That's the end of it. That's the rest of the world there. And then the emperor is where it collects. So the transformation, this is all about the transformations between the human world and the natural world and the divine world through the emperor, which symbolizes consciousness.
The city of Beijing is built on a north-south central axis and places the imperial palace directly in the center. Here, the emperor would face north to receive heaven's mandate as it resonates through the bell and into the imperial palace.
We're standing in the part of the line where all that stuff collects and creates that center. So we're right in the place where that's starting to focalize. And I can feel it. I can, walking down here, I could just feel like that sense of peace. The peace comes from being in the center. And it's like threading the needle. It's like threading the needle all the way from the drum tower through the bell tower and into the Forbidden City. It's from source. In the ancient cosmology, it's the North Star. You know, the high god in ancient civilization lives on the North Star, the Jade Emperor. So in Taoist meditation, one of the parts of it is that you go to the North Star and you connect with it, and then you bring that down through your energy centers, through the dantians, through the chakras. And you harmonize them all in relationship to that consciousness. And then you project that outward. So the idea of threading the chi through these architectural buildings where they did ancient ceremony is like, it's like Tai Chi in that those nodal points are like they're like the joints. And when you move Tai Chi, you move the joints, you move the chi through one joint to the next. And as you move around in the Tai Chi posture, and you move the chi through the joints, that's called threading the chi through the 9 pearls.